Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP Today. Marc Marquez has delivered a commanding performance in Qatar, completing a clean sweep by taking pole position, winning the sprint race, and sealing victory in Sunday's main race. After a stumble in Austin earlier in the season, the Spaniard's flawless weekend in Lusail has not only reasserted his championship credentials but also boosted his confidence ahead of the coming rounds. Ducati Factory rider Francesco Bagnaia finished third at the Qatar Grand Prix, the fourth round of the 2025 MotoGP World Championship. While he celebrates a podium finish after a strong race at the Lusail circuit, Bagnaia is still seething over his performance in the previous session. The Italian admits that despite recovering several positions from a challenging start, he is frustrated by his lack of front-end feel, a factor that cost him valuable time. In a breakthrough performance at the Qatar Grand Prix, Maverick Vinales claimed his first podium of the season by finishing second, marking a significant step forward in the 2025 MotoGP World Championship. Riding for Team KTM, the Spaniard showcased a performance that not only surprised many but also reinforced his belief in the direction of his team's development. Despite being edged out by a dominant Marc Marquez, Vinales' results signal a promising future for KTM on the demanding Lusail circuit. A devastating setback for Jorge Martin at the 2025 Qatar Grand Prix. The reigning MotoGP World Champion, returning from multiple preseason injuries, crashed heavily during the race and has since been diagnosed with 6 fractured ribs and a collapsed lung. The Aprilia rider's comeback weekend ended in the medical center instead of on the leaderboard. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. At the Qatar Grand Prix, Marc Marquez, riding for Ducati course, set a new benchmark at the revamped Lusail circuit. Despite his usual reservations about the track, which he admits he doesn't like that much, Marquez showed why he remains a force in MotoGP. He clinched pole with a new lap record and won the sprint race by over 1.5 seconds, overcoming a brief tussle with his brother Alex Marquez and strong competition from Maverick Vinales on KTM. With this performance, Marquez has extended his championship lead, now 18 points clear of Alex and 30 points ahead of Pecco Bagnaia. I had to manage the front, and in the first part one had this approach. I saw Morbidelli go away, but I thought he couldn't finish with that pace. When I recovered I started to push, but there was Vinales KTM very strong, but I had 2/3 of a margin that allowed me to win here in Qatar, Marquez said. On the lessons learned from his earlier mistake in Austin, he admitted that a misjudged braking setup, resulting in contact with his brother Alex and the loss of a rear wing, was a wake-up call. Although he downplayed the incident as nothing serious, it underscored the need for constant adaptation. Today, his perfect weekend was a critical step in regaining confidence on a track where he had previously struggled. I had contact with my brother Alex at the start, but it was more my fault for how I set up the braking. I lost the rear wing, but nothing serious. I managed the race as I wanted. Despite his admitted reservations about the Lusail circuit, Marquez emphasized that achieving a flawless performance here is a significant accomplishment. Things go better for me when they are more difficult, he explained, noting that overcoming the track's challenges has given him a sense of peace of mind for the upcoming races. With every lap, he is not only pushing his limits but also fine-tuning his strategy for consistency in a championship battle where every point counts. It was an important weekend because getting these results on this track that I don't like that much, after the mistake in Austin, has a weight. This gives me peace of mind in view of the next races. Marc Marquez's masterclass in Qatar has re-established his dominance and provided the momentum needed to close the gap after his earlier setback. With his championship lead growing and his confidence bolstered by overcoming his personal challenges at Lusail, the stage is set for a riveting season ahead. All eyes will be on Marquez as he aims to maintain his form and continue delivering performances that not only win races but also solidify his claim to the title. On a visually stunning Qatar track, Bagnaia climbed up from the fourth row on the grid to secure a third-place finish. The race saw Marc Marquez take the win, followed by Maverick Vinales, with Bagnaia completing the podium 4.5 seconds behind Vinales. Despite his overall recovery in the race, the Ducati rider couldn't hide his disappointment regarding his performance yesterday. "It's always nice to get on the podium, of course, but I'm very angry about what I did yesterday. Seeing what I did today, I should have done it yesterday too." Quote from Bagnaia. He noted that starting further back complicated both the strategy and the management of tires and bike performance. Bagnaia explained that in the closing laps he lost grip on his rear tire after pushing too hard. This loss, he believes, prevented him from catching the leaders. More critically, he is still struggling to find the right balance on the front end. Despite feeling more comfortable with the bike overall, the inability to extract maximum performance from the front tire continues to be a stumbling block. "In the last laps, I had no more rear tire because I had pushed so hard. After I got rid of Franco Morbidelli, I tried to catch up with the first two, but I had no more. It's a shame because we lost a bit of time," he continued, emphasizing his need for further development in this area, which he hopes will allow him to push harder in future races. Reflecting on his overall performance, Bagnaia remains positive about the progress made despite the setbacks. Without the qualifying crash that marred his previous session, he believes he could have challenged for pole position and improved his race pace. However, he acknowledges that he isn't 100% yet and that his struggle to feel the limit with the front tire is still a work in progress. "I'm feeling good with the bike. Without the crash in qualifying, I could have fought for pole, and today I could have done better. I'm not 100% yet. I'm struggling to feel the limit with the front tire. I'm getting closer, but not enough yet." This self-assessment underlines his determination to continue working with his team to unlock the bike's full potential. While Francesco Bagnaia's podium finish in Qatar is a testament to his skill and resilience, his candid admission of frustration over yesterday's performance highlights the challenges that remain. With a clear focus on improving his front-end performance and tire management, Bagnaia and the Ducati team will be eager to fine-tune their setup before the next round. As the championship battle intensifies, every fraction of a second counts, and Bagnaia is determined to get there. At the fourth round of the season, Maverick Vinales delivered a strong showing on the challenging Qatar track. After giving way to Marc Marquez, who secured a commanding win by a wide margin, Vinales managed to finish ahead of Francesco Bagnaia, who was instrumental in limiting the damage for Ducati. Vinales' result marked his first podium of the season, a feat that has injected fresh optimism into Team KTM's campaign. "We have to be happy with the steps forward. We are very happy with the path we are taking. Today I rode as I know how. The KTM has strong points that coincide exactly with mine. This combination must be exploited. From day one the approach has been positive. I am really satisfied with our work," Vinales said. Speaking to Sky Sport Italia, the Spaniard emphasized that his confidence in KTM remains intact. Vinales explained that his decision to join the brand was driven by a desire to adopt a different, more competitive attitude compared to other teams. He acknowledged that being in a position where he is trailing can be challenging, but it also highlights areas for improvement. "The key," he said, "lies in consistency, discipline, and a strong desire to keep moving forward. My confidence is intact. It's a brand that I like. I wanted to compete for them. And to do that I wanted to have a different attitude compared to the other teams. Obviously, when you see yourself behind it's difficult to understand what to do and where to improve. It takes consistency and discipline to move forward. We need to have the desire to continue in this way." With his confidence boosted by this podium finish, Vinales is focused on building on these positive steps as the season progresses. The performance at Qatar not only reflects his growing comfort with the KTM, but also signals that the team's strategic direction is bearing fruit. As the championship battle intensifies, every point is crucial, and Vinales is determined to convert this momentum into more consistent results in the upcoming races. Maverick Vinales' strong showing in Qatar underscores his belief in both his own abilities and the potential of Team KTM. With renewed confidence and a commitment to consistency, the Spaniard is poised to challenge the best in the field. But bad news for Maverick. Vinales lost what appeared to be his sensational second-place finish following a post-race penalty for low tire pressure. The stunning result, which had marked a breakthrough for the Tech 3 rider and KTM, was nullified after an investigation by the FIM stewards revealed a significant breach of regulations. After missing the opening 3 rounds of the season due to injuries suffered in both preseason testing in Malaysia and a training accident before the Thai GP, Jorge Martin finally made his long-awaited return in Qatar. Despite showing glimpses of pace, qualifying 14th and narrowly missing Q2, Martin finished 16th in the sprint and was struggling in the lower points-paying positions during Sunday's 22-lap Grand Prix. The race took a dark turn on lap 14, when Martin lost control through the high-speed right-hander at turn 12. He crashed heavily and was later attended to by medical staff trackside before being transferred to the Circuit Medical Center. Initial assessments revealed a rib contusion and a pneumothorax, a collapsed lung. But a follow-up CT scan at Doha's hospital showed the full extent of the injuries: 6 fractures of the right posterior ribs, from ribs 1 through 6. As a result, Martin required a chest drainage procedure and will remain under hospital observation in Doha for several days until the pneumothorax stabilizes. Jorge Martin underwent a CT scan that showed an increase in the pneumothorax, making it necessary to place a drainage and aspiration. The rider will remain under observation in the hospital. Aprilia statement. Aprilia's weekend went from bad to worse. Their best finisher, Marco Bezzecchi, crossed the line 10th, over 14 seconds off Marc Marquez's winning pace. CEO Massimo Rivola voiced disappointment over the team's performance, but was clear about the priority. "Our performance in the race was not up to expectations. But performance moves to the back burner today. Our thoughts are with Jorge at this difficult period. We stand with him." Rivola. The Qatar GP was meant to be a crucial moment for Martin to further adapt to the RSGP, and with a post-race test planned after the next round in Jerez, it's uncertain whether he'll be fit in time. For Jorge Martin and Aprilia, the 2025 season has taken a punishing turn. While fans were eager to see the reigning champion mount his title defense, health and recovery now come first. As the MotoGP paddock heads to Jerez, the focus remains on Martin's healing, and whether we'll see the Martinator back on track anytime soon. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and see you in the next video.